Okay, so if you're a creator or you're running a business, you already know the AI tool landscape is, well, it's a lot. It feels like a new game changing app drops every single day. So, how in the world do you find the tools that are actually going to make a difference? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. And really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? This isn't about chasing the next shiny object anymore. Using AI is now about staying competitive. It's about automating the boring stuff, getting smarter insights from your data, and, just creating way better stuff for your customers. It's the million-dollar question. And if you're feeling totally overwhelmed by all the choices, trust me, you are not alone. Our whole goal here is to cut right through that noise and give you a clear map to find what you actually need. All right, let's dive into this, because the stakes here are probably a lot higher than you think. We are in a full-blown AI arms race, and just sitting on the sidelines, that's not really a strategy anymore. It really is as simple as that. Think about it. While you're manually digging through spreadsheets or spending hours on tasks that could be automated, your competition is using AI to do it all faster, smarter, and better. The real cost of doing nothing is getting left in the dust. So we've talked about the why. Now let's get into the where. To find the right tool, you gotta know the right places to look. Because trust me, not all these marketplaces are built the same. Okay, so this basically maps out the big players. Think of it like this. If you need serious business software and you want to read a ton of real user reviews, G2 is your spot. If you're a smaller business and you're really focused on budget, Capterra is perfect. Now, if you're a bit of a nerd like me and you love finding the absolute newest, coolest stuff, Product Hunt is your playground. And for the super technical teams, the AWS Marketplace just plugs right into everything you're already using. And here's a pro tip for anyone who's just starting out or working with a tight budget. AppSumo is an absolute goldmine. You can find these lifetime deals on new software, you pay once, and you own the tool forever. It's a fantastic way to build a really powerful toolbox without all those annoying monthly subscriptions piling up. All right, so now we know where to find the tools. Let's get to the fun part and see what's actually possible. We're going to take a quick tour through some of the most powerful categories and see what this AI can really do. Let's kick things off with a true game changer, AI video generation. I mean, imagine typing out a script and watching it turn into a full video, or taking a 1-hour webinar and having the AI instantly chop it up into a dozen clips for social media. That's what we're talking about here. And this shows you the incredible range. You've got tools like Jitter AI, which can create a whole video from nothing but text using a custom AI version of you with a super realistic voice. And then you have something like Minvo, which is all about repurposing. You feed it a long podcast and it just finds all the best moments and turns them into short, shareable clips. So cool. And here's the proof of that value we were just talking about. During one of those AppSumo deals, you could have grabbed a lifetime license for Jitter AI for just $79. One payment and that's it. For a tool that can save you literally hundreds of hours, the return on that is just incredible. Okay, let's talk about another huge time suck. Documents. We all have to deal with these super dense reports, long contracts, you know the drill. Well, AI is completely changing how we deal with them. Tools like PDFi are a perfect example. Instead of spending hours reading, you just upload the document and you ask it questions like, hey, what does this report say about Q3 revenue? Or find the termination clause in this contract. And boom, you get the answer in seconds. And it even tells you what page it's on. It basically turns a boring old PDF into an interactive database you can talk to. Next up, something for anyone who's creating content online. SEO, right? It's non-negotiable. You have to be visible on search engines. And now, AI is giving creators a massive strategic edge here. So you've got tools like Neuron Writer, which literally spies on the top-ranking articles on Google and then tells you exactly which keywords you need to include in your own content to beat them. Then there's WriterZen, which helps you find totally new content ideas that people are already searching for. It's kind of like having an AI-powered SEO expert sitting right next to you. So we've seen some amazing tools, right? But now we have to talk about something really, really important. The real advantage doesn't come from just having the software. Anybody can buy a tool. The real winners are going to be the people who master the human strategy behind the tool. And a perfect example of this is a strategy called hook layering. This is something an AI just can't do for you. It's a creative way to capture and, more importantly, keep your audience's attention from the very first second to the very last. So you start strong, right? You pull people in immediately, but then you don't stop. Throughout your video or article, you sprinkle in these little mini hooks.
teasing what's coming next, using on-screen text to highlight a key point. You're constantly re-engaging them so they don't click away before you get to your big finale.
And listen, this isn't just some abstract marketing theory. We can see this exact strategy playing out at the highest level of content creation. You don't have to look any further than Mr. Beast. His old videos were famous for that hyper-fast, almost frantic editing style. We're talking like 38 cuts every single minute. But his new style? It's much slower. He's down to about 23 cuts a minute. He's focusing way more on storytelling, on letting the emotional moments actually land. And the result? His views went through the roof. Now that is a human strategy decision, not a tech one. So what does all this mean for you? As AI gets more and more powerful, where should you actually be focusing your energy? Here it is. This is the big takeaway. Let the AI tools handle the what, all the repetitive, boring stuff, like generating clips or finding keywords. Your job is to focus on the how and the why. That means the storytelling, the creative ideas, the emotional connection, all the stuff that only a human can bring to the table. And that's really the question to leave you with. As these tools get better and cheaper, the real advantage isn't going to be who has the best tech, it's going to be who has the most compelling human strategy to guide it. Thanks for tuning in.